just doing my thing, living my life, being a single person, and he was hit by an underage driver on Manchester. I knew they needed to be taken care of, and I stepped up and took care of him, and I was blessed of it because of that. And strangely enough, this thing about how we think with our minds, it is so important. I've been like that since I was a little girl. I've always been one of those thinkers that, let me see if I put something out there in the universe, how will it come back to me? And it's always been an amazing journey. My manifesting the lottery, let's start with that. I do a lot of reading when it comes to the mind, because I believe that our minds are very powerful. As you think, so it is. I strive to think positive at all times, even when things don't seem so positive. I switch my thoughts. Have to. We have to in life. Because if you don't, those thoughts that are bugging you will have a way of manifesting in your life. And so it's always great to have people around you, to have books, even the things you watch on television. I don't watch negative TV. I only watch news when I feel it's pertinent, because those things that you put on your mind have a way of showing up. So I got my kids taken from me on April 3rd. I said my prayers. I chose not to curse the moment. Actually, I did curse. Let me be real. I was upset. And then I remembered that I wasn't going to be blessed. So I chose to forgive. I also chose to forgive my sister, who I thought was odd that she chose to show up on that same day from Vegas and laughed at me as she saw me in my pain. And I forgave her too. And on Mother's Day, yeah, I wanted. And I didn't, God just provided it for me. It wasn't because I wanted to win the money so I could be wealthy. I wanted the money so I can get a good attorney to fight the system. And I was blessed because of it. And one thing that I always remembered from my reading, some of my favorite books besides the Bible, because the Bible is the oldest living spiritual testament on the power of the mind. As you think, so shall it be. And also, Power of the Subconscious Mind is one of my favorite books. What I remembered was, I have to be positive, have to stay in that mindset. Been blessing me, continually blessing me as a result of that. But I did get my kids back in the time that I said I was going to get them back. It's another thing. You have to be really clear when you say that you're going to do what you plan to do. When I won the money, yeah, I did intend to win $112 million too. Everything, what I've realized too in life is it comes to you when you say and when you need it. God always knows when we need things. And we just have to trust. You just have to have that trust. And that's something that is so hard for us as humans, to just trust. Trusting in something that we cannot see. Just like we're breathing air, we can't see the air, but we're breathing it. That's what I had to do on my faith walk when it came to winning this lottery to help me to get to where I am today. I've been able to bless many people as a result of it, and I've grown from it. I've grown to learn that regardless of what I'm going through, He's always going to be there. And I'm not perfect. There are times when I still get down, and then something whispers in my ear, that's not how you're supposed to think. And I'm glad that that happens. So it reminds me, stand up and be strong, because you need to be there and pull others to help them to remember. So my lesson in terms of manifesting, I visualize, I see it. I first see what it is that I want. Because as you see it, so shall it be. We're blessed if we are able to have sight. So visualizing, I visualize all the time. I visualized all the time that I was going to be holding a check for $112 million written across it. I even visualized myself wearing my little favorite green top, which I don't know where in the heck it is now. And I remember thinking, I'm going to wear that top, I'm going to hold that check, and I'm going to be so happy. Because that what you put your strongest feeling into has to manifest. It has to, good or bad. So why not manifest your best? And that's what I strive to do all the time. Whatever it is you want, the sooner that you understand that, I may not have much right now, that don't mean anything because I'm wealthy. The moment you start saying to yourself, I am wealthy, wealth comes to you. Wealth is an energy, just like poverty is an energy. When you say you're poor, it will circulate in your life. When you say you were wealthy, that's what I did. I just started saying I'm wealthy. I started singing it. I'm wealthy. I say I'm happy. In fact, for real, the happy song, yes, that's my song. Yes. So be careful, because depending on how powerful your spirit is, you can go out, the world can hear it and come back. But be positive is my point. Strive to be positive, because what you put out will come back, always. Even when you put out negative, it'll come back. So I always strive to be in the positive. And by the way, the social worker who said all these negative things apologized, because she realized she was wrong. Because I forgave her. The Bible says to forgive your enemies, to love them. You don't have to like them, but you do have to forgive if you expect to receive your blessings. So visualize, always speak things into the positive with positive energy, and you have to feel it strongly. And be your best cheerleader. Like, just cheer yourself on. See yourself as like the best on this planet. And don't hang around and have people around you that want to pull you down, okay? Because they will do that. They will be there. And you just have to look at them and say, okay, they're not at the same level that I'm on, and God bless you, and keep moving on. Sometimes you might have to let them go and release them. Release them, let them go, and keep moving. Have a smile on your face. Sing that McDonald's song, put a smile on and keep it moving. Because that's what I do. I don't allow the negative around me. And I'm constantly being blessed. I wake up every day and I say, today is a good day. I say, today is a great day, and I have great days. And God can only be in your life when you allow him to be in your life. And you will be tested. That's part of life. But the test starts to get a little less once you realize your power. It's great to realize, to understand the power of the mind and how powerful the mind can be when you are in this space of manifesting. What you say is what you will receive. And I'm always telling my friends, if you say you want something for free, be that. Don't put it out there that, I'm gonna, do this at this particular time when you really want it now. If you want something right now, say you want it now. Don't put it off into the future, because the mind hears you. And the subconscious mind doesn't take jokes. Don't joke with yourself. Don't say, oh, I'm so stupid, because all of a sudden you start being stupid. I say to myself, I'm the most brilliant person on the planet, because what you say up here is what your mind believes. So we have to be careful of what we say. If you're in the entertainment business and you want to be, you have to be that person who say, I'm the next star, whatever. Because if you don't, and you listen to other people telling you that you're not someone important, and you have to choose, though. You have to make the choice. No one else can make the choice for you, because the mind will open those doors for you. Our minds are so powerful. That's how God created us. And that's another thing, too. When you want to manifest something, don't ask how. Just put it out there. Don't ask how it's going to happen. Like for me, I had several ways of bringing wealth in. That just happened to be one of them. But I had other ways of bringing money into my life. When you do manifest the wealth that you want, what I say to people, especially when I do interviews, is be prepared. In fact, what I started doing before the money came was talking to financial advisors. Get in good with wealth, which means study wealth. Study wealthy people, because wealth will stay around you when you say you're wealthy. Talk to lawyers, talk to other people if you have people around you who are wealthy, but make friends with wealth. It's important, and be comfortable with it. If you're uncomfortable with wealth, it won't stay. It'll leave you. It's an inner